just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan. We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
12. Stop.
On the ground, it's... Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A run here with Hall. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Jets are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12.
They bring Chase in motion.
Stop.
On first down, Burrow. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. Third down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Let's go now.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here comes Smith on the return. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Gun.
They go play action for Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Open man, downfield. Chase has it.
On one, ready? 11 MT. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. To the left side, caught by Chase. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time.
Here we go.
Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
11, Thomas. Stop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll run. It's Hall. Powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. The extra point is up and through. And the Jets are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are back in this one. It's 17-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. You want to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Now, Burrow. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. For the sideline, brought in by Chase. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Slot receiver. Headed right. A 1st down throw for Burrow. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Cougar 19.
They will run it over center with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's
in trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Okay, ready? Track at 60.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He'll air it out deep for Wilson. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. The extra point is good. And the Jets go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Second down, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. One team advances, one team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Oh, yeah. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run. This is Hall. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
They put Wilson in motion. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Brown. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Gun.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
11, Conley.
Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
11.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A carry here for Brown. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Burrow here on second down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball. They'd find themselves finishing with points, but after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Here we go.
The run game not helping them out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A give. Here's Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Ready up.
3rd and long.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. On the run, here's Hall. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. One quarter.
Let's go now. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. on first down. Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
On 2. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now, Burrow. To the left side. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Jets have got it. He works free. Right side. He's inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, New York. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Jets are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Taken in by Gesicki. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Stop.
To throw is Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 36 yards.
Here we go. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
12.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Stop.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's first down, and it's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Check, Bobcat. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Got.
Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs.